Hello everyone, my name is Yves Reid and I live in Mount Eliza in Melbourne, Australia. And I have some personal and professional experiences I'd like to share. Because up until now, there has been no empathy from our governments. Empathy is the ability to understand people, to know how they feel, to be able to put yourself in their shoes and to know what they need. We have been lied to by all major and minor parties. The Labor, Liberal, Greens, National, Animal Justice Party, the ex-Derryn Hinch parties, all those parties, they're all covers for Liberal and Labor. They have no empathy. They don't reply to our emails and they don't return our calls unless we line their pockets. That is corruption. They have all promised and they babble on with their political talk, and they've completely betrayed us. They've betrayed our past, our present and our future. This year 2020, I feel, and many others feel, that we have been forced to live under duress, like blackmail, sacrificing our personal freedoms, and they are shutting our mouth and our means to express ourselves. We are doing this legally and peacefully, but we are not allowed. They're stopping us. Our governments, all our governments are stopping us. We expect governments to have empathy because we pay them to serve us. We don't pay them to dictate or control us. This is 2020. Our world has gone through horribly planned wars, atrocities to all cultures. We pay our governments to listen to us and to serve us, not to dictate and control us. There is no public consultation for all these major issues. They just feel they have the right to tell us what to do. You are smarter than that. I am smarter than that. We are all smarter than that. We are all allowed by nature to be wealthy financially, to have an incredibly healthy immune system, and to make our own free will choices, as long as we don't harm others, of course. And during this time this year, while some businesses are immune to this form of duress, to keep the fraud unions, the shareholders and boards of management financially healthy, the rest of us feel controlled, dictated to and blackmailed. That is, if we don't do what the governments tell us to do, they will fine us and punish us. And how many of you are suffering financially, emotionally, physically? Many of us are. Who's listening? No one is listening. The government set up all these departments and the council set up all these departments. Nothing's been done. They just have you running around trying to get help from this department. They pass you on, now passing the buck. And we get so stressed and frustrated and sick from all this, we just give up. We don't know who to turn to anymore. No one is listening. Not one person in government is listening. No one has empathy. No one. They're all scared to talk because they're all covering for each other's errors. There are no positive solutions to our well-being in this country, nothing. You know how many people go overseas for their medical surgeries, operations and procedures and things? There's nothing in Australia. Everything is stuffed from our education system that's not teaching us about love, about compassion, about empathy, about finances, about how to survive in this world. Or what the banks do is they just throw us the visa so that we can max it, overburden ourselves financially, and then left to deal with it ourselves. They take everything from us, they don't care. It's all done on purpose. And what about our emotional health, mental health? Zero in this country, zero. Homeless people. Australia is a young country. We should not have one homeless person. No one wants to be homeless. People are forced to be homeless because they have no family, they have no friends, they have no community support. If they don't get involved with all these bullshit charities, they get no help. That is not real. That is not genuine. Again, it's a form of them having to be forced in a situation that I want to be. No one is listening to them. The abuse of companion animals and wildlife in this country is horrendous. Businesses are ripping off clients, and you know why? Because the trade unions have no standards for businesses. So businesses are out there, everyone's ripping each other off. I've been through hell for over a decade. Everyone is ripping each other off. They can do whatever they want because the unions are protecting them, and they know that. No one's listening to us. It doesn't matter whether you're poor, middle class, wealthy. We're getting ripped off by all the businesses, by tradespeople. Look how expensive everything is. Look at the foods. We've got C quality foods. All the A and B go overseas are shipped overseas. We get the shit quality foods, and look how expensive it is. It's unbelievable. And remember one thing, the unions belong to all the parties, not just Labor. They belong to Labor, Liberal, Greens, National, all the parties. You need to remember that. It is all marketing and branding. There's no such thing as a different Liberal, Labor, whatever. All the infighting, that's all theatrics. They're all playing with us. Do you ever watch Parliament on TV during the day on ABC? It's all a joke. They're not grown men. They're not mature men or women. They're not mature. They're all playing us. They've been playing us for decades, especially from the 70s when they've sold out this country. They've been playing us. A lot of people knew what was going on, but no one listened to them. No one. It's time now for us to talk, because if we don't talk, this duress is going to go a lot further than what you'd like it to go. Educate yourself to who and what is going out there. How are we going to make any changes towards the better? We can't rely on other people to do things for us. You've got to get off your asses and you've got to do things for yourself. And I know a lot of you are full-time carers of children and adults. I know a lot of you are very ill with chronic fatigue and other immunity issues. That's okay. You relax, you look after your health, you take it easy. If you can get on social media, talk to people, spread the word, do. We understand you. I understand you. I'm listening to you. I've been through it. I understand exactly what you're going through. Do as much as you can.